Hello everybody, what's happening, My name's Neil, welcome along to Midlife Motors. Now, good news this weekend, I've got a completely free weekend. No house repairs, no work, no training. I'm just gonna spend a nice weekend zoning out, taking a rest and cleaning the cars. I'm gonna try and get them all clean again because they've had a bit of a backseat. I think I mentioned in the last video the reasons why, and they need a little bit of preparation ready for the winter that's coming. Now, I'm going to try and do a couple of cars today. I'm going to start with the Mazda because it needs the least amount of work, and then I'm going to try and get the Mercedes done as well. Now, these are the products I use, and I'll probably jump in and out the video and just sort of explain them and why I use them as we go. None of these are particularly expensive, and these are the ones over the years I found that work the best. A lot of people do. It's quite nice. They do mention, oh, your cars always look clean and tidy, Neil. What do you do? What do you use? I'll try and cover what I use and try and show you what I do. My cars have never been to a detailer. I'm prepared to put the time and the effort in myself. I quite like the zoning out process, if you like. So first thing today, the Mazda's the easiest, so that's the one that needs the least. It's just going to get a wash. And to do that, to do the wash, I'm going to start, every car will start with a snow foam. I use Pro Clean stuff. This is the lance and the container that attaches to my Karcher. I think most people use a Karcher these days. I think that was about £8. And I like their cherry flavour just because I like the smell of it. That's about a tenner for 5 litres. That'll get us going. We're going to wash every car with a microfiber mitt. I think I paid £3.99 for this one. I'm going to dry them all with a squeegee. Now, I know a lot of people are going to frown upon this, but I use a squeegee. I do leave it in warm water to make it nice and loose before I need it, but I'm going to use a squeegee. Again, these are only a tenner. And then I dry it. I'll wipe it down with a towel. I think I got 3 of these for £10 the other day. So that's it. Nothing expensive. I'll go and sugar some cars around, and I will see you outside. So we've just prepped the snow foam. This one's quite good because it has a counter on the back there, 100ml, 200ml, 300, 400 and so on till you get to a litre. For most cars, most average sizes, 200ml of snow foam is plenty. Top the rest up with warm water and you're ready to go. The nozzle, I adjust it so that the spray bit on the end there, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, so that it's quite close together. I think it gives a better coverage. That's it. I think a few of the videos, if you watch some people, it says start at the top and work down. I don't bother with that. Just cover the car. Everything, everywhere, wheels, wheel arches, the whole lot. You can't really go wrong. Let's get it on. Don't need to rush. You have plenty of time with one of these. I mean, I've done the whole car once. There's probably enough in there to go around again. Okay, it's a slightly smaller car, but don't feel you have to rush around. You're not like you're at the BP garage trying to beat the timer. So take it easy. Job done. We'll let that just do its thing, drip for about 10 minutes. I usually go and make myself a cup of tea, then come back and give it a really good jet wash. Snow foam done. Just whilst the snow foam's doing its thing, what shampoo are we going to use? You might have heard of 2, 3, whatever bucket systems. We're not going to bother with that. We're just going to make sure that we rinse out our bucket thoroughly so that there's no grit in it from the time before. And I like to use Simonized car shampoo. I like the one with the Carnauba wax in it as well. I think that gives a slightly better finish. It certainly beads a little bit better afterwards. I think you buy a big one of these for about 15 quid and it'll last you all year pretty much. So warm water, that's a bit crucial at this stage. Then go get it washed. Right. That's the snow foam done. A good jet wash. A good wash down is really important. It's going to get all the dirt off the car. It's going to get all the little fine stones so that you're not going to scratch it when you get stuck in and washing. It's really important. I'll spend a good 20. Mazdas need a good clean. They like a good clean. They've got lots of nooks and crannies as well, so I don't rush that. I think I've spent 20 minutes on this, getting in the wheel arches, spraying up, trying to get the suspension underneath the car, everything. Really is, it's like painting, it's the prep. This bit's the glossy bit now. Yes, we've had a little change. The mighty Yaris is getting its wash now. Now it's had the snow foam stage and it's had the rinse down stage. The rinse down stage is an important stage. I spend a good, even on this car, which is doesn't mean a lot, 15-20 minutes getting right in the wheel arches, getting all the foam off, so that you're taking all the grit, all the dirt off. That way no scratches, no swirls will occur when you start washing it. So just bear that in mind. Give yourself plenty of time to give it a good wash down. If you're not using a jet wash, you're going to struggle to keep the swirls away, because you're just not going to get those fine grit particles off the car. The Mazda's having a little drip down at the moment. We'll go back and finish that off shortly, but I'm going to crack on with the wash now. We're making good progress. Now, the next stage I'm going to do on this car's had a machine polish. This is a car I sort of practiced and learnt on back in lockdown. So swirl marks, not really a problem, but I use it every day, and over the summer it's picked up quite a lot of tar marks. I don't know if you'll see them very well down here. So we're going to give this a quick clay bar just at the lower level before we polish it. Now, I'm quite new to the clay bar. It was a well-kept secret for me, but it is quite useful. It does work quite well. The only thing you've got to remember is you've got to try and time doing this with putting a coat of wax on the car, because you are stripping everything off the paint, the protection, any wax, any polishes that you put on, they're going to come off with the process. So I'm just using something that I picked up in Halfords, auto finish. You need a glide that's going to allow the clay bar to work. So you just spray that on the car, a couple of sprays. Don't waste your money on expensive clay bars. Somebody's out enjoying themselves by the sounds of it, on expensive clay bars. This is a Halfords one. I think it was, again, about a tenner. I think I bought these two in a package for £12.99, and they work perfectly well. Some people like to keep the clay bars all as one. I prefer to take a bit off. Just try and keep it quite warm in your hand. For goodness sake, don't drop this. If you do, wash it thoroughly with warm water. So looking at this panel, you'd think this is not in bad nick. But if you take your clay bar, like I said, we can see the odd dot of tar. But if you take your clay bar, there's a relatively clean surface, and you're just going to rub across it. Wherever you see a particularly bad bit of tar, you can give it an extra little bit of pressure. But this is quite an easy stage. You don't need an awful lot of pressure on the car to do this. And you just, here's the bad bit here, there we go. And it's gone. You'll feel it getting a bit tacky when it hits something. And there we go. Okay, it's not black dirty, but the panel wasn't as clean as we thought it was. Once it's done, just use your microfiber cloth, a quick wipe over, the contamination is gone, that panel's ready to polish. The other thing I've noticed about clay bar as well, it works well on your wheels. I might stop now, I'll move the camera and we'll have a quick look at that. The wheel's in focus now, so we'll give it a go. Whilst I was setting it up, I realised we're seeing quite a lot of black in the picture here, in the frame at the moment. This is the best stuff. Carplan black trim wax. This is the best stuff I've found for getting your your black back to black. Say that quickly 3 times. $3.99. Lasts wash after wash after wash. I did this car way back in the summer and it still looks good. Thoroughly recommend it. Now, the wheels. I noticed just by accident, I was just trying it. You know, sometimes you get the yellowy bits on your wheels. I think that's from where the brake dust doesn't come off 100%, and also you get a build up of tar here and there. So same process, spray your glide on, take your clay bar. We'll just do this little bit in here very, very quickly. You can see it's actually coming off straight away. You can see straight away takes any of the yellow away. You can see how quite bad it is there. I mean, if you were trying to do this with a bit of polish or something like that, I'm not mad keen on the wheel cleaners that people suggest. Where's our cloth? There we go. I find them quite aggressive on the alloy wheel. And there you go, that one's come up nice and shiny again. It's a lot smoother now, so I'll probably just work my way around this wheel, maybe do one at a time. You can see it's quite yellow in places as well. Just another little tip along the way. Clay barring over. We're going to move on to the final process of this job. We're going to get onto wax. We're going to put some protection on the car. Now I've got two different types of, two different makes of wax here, because the daily cars, the Polo and the Yaris, they're going to get a coat of Colonite, because I think this is a more durable, this is a stronger wax. This is going to give the cars more protection, gives them a lovely shine as well. However, I think the turtle wax, the super hard shell finish, I think this gives an even deeper shine. Not sure it gives quite as good protection though. Maybe that's just me. Both are about the same price. Both are about 15 quid. I buy them both online. I think they're a little bit cheaper. They're going to go on with an applicator pad just by hand. I think these came free with this one because that was good. And they're just going to come off with a microfiber cloth. Little tip, make the microfiber cloth just a little bit damp on one side, and you'll find that when you're polishing off any residue, the cloth will pick up rather than you being left with little dust bits in crevices, which can be a bit of a pain in the bum. Right, better get on with the final bit and we'll have something nice to look at. Well, there we go, end of a productive day. 2 nicely cleaned and protected cars. Pleased with the outcome. One thing that I just wanted to add at the end here, we never got around to doing any interior cleaning, but if you've got leather, this is the stuff I would recommend from Turtle Wax. Again, about £9.99. Lux Leather Cleaner and Conditioner. Works well both in the Mazda and the Mercedes. Good stuff. That's I think that's about it for this video. I'll just wrap it up now. Thanks for watching. Thanks very much for sticking with me if you stuck through all this way. If it's been good, if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. If you can share it, that would be good as well. And if you could subscribe below, superb. I'm not sure I'm going to manage 2 cars again tomorrow. I think I'll toss a coin in the morning and see which is probably the best. My back's starting to pinch a little bit now, so I think it's time to call a pizza, wrap it all up. Catch you next time. Goodbye.